first of all, start this off by saying that I am not a professional comic book artist. I am a very beginner, but it is something that I aspire to do, hopefully in the near future. And I'm not doing this to take a dig at the other artists who created the work, but I'm just doing it as kind of a challenge to myself. So I guess the whole debate that we saw like on Twitter and the real BBC and what have you was the Ninjak page from one of their recent comics, I guess their most recent comic. And yeah, it's just like a very almost like CalArts kind of look to it. And a lot of people, Az was saying that he would like to see, he was wanting to try it out, and I was thinking I might, take a shot at it and see what I could come up with. I'm not promising anything special, anything better than what the original artist did, but I guess it's like a challenge for myself to try to do a comic book page. So I've taken the ratio of an American-sized comic book page, and I've turned it into, I converted it into centimeters, because that's what we work with over here in Japan. And I kind of enlarged it for the paper that I had. So even though these dimensions are quite large, these are the same dimensions that would be for an actual printed American comic book, according to DuckDuckGo, what I found there through my search. So now I'm just going to do this completely freehand because I don't have any plans whatsoever. As you can see, it's just a blank old white sheet of paper with some, these are where the bleed would be for the comic book page. So I'm just going to mess around with this and maybe for a few hours, see if I can get like maybe 2 or 3 hours, something very basic. So I'm just kind of going to go through the page first and my ideas on how I would organize this layout before I start actually doing the drawing. So basically, it starts up at the top. We've got a female character and Ninjak. And the female character is basically saying, Colin, not radioing back is a bad sign, isn't it? Not necessarily. He isn't a chatty fellow to begin with. And it's just basically for the almost all of this, it's a profile view, just a side view. It's almost looks like a video game. Like this is what a video game would look like. Maybe back in the 80s or something. I don't know. Maybe that's the concept the artist was going for. I don't know. But I think one of the aims of comics is having a dynamic perspective. No matter how simple of a situation is, just a character standing there itself should be some kind of dynamic situation. So, all right, so that's the first frame they got up there. And then the next it's one. Again, my comic terminology is bad as well. I just say frames or section or what have you. This, however, is a bad sign. You might want to wait out here. And it's basically just like a video game, like they've gone forward a little bit. And now they're at the entrance of this one European-looking kind of mansion, old-style architecture. And the next scene, well, that's all that's happening there. Again, it's all profile. And then we go down, and they've entered the room, but it looks like they've crashed the door in. And for me, that would be a possibility of having that scene where they crash the door in. And that would be something with some dynamic qualities to it. But they kind of skip that. So it actually looks at the frame above it like he's about ready to kick it in, but he doesn't. And the next thing you know, they're just casually walking in. and the door's been broken down, and we're still at that profile view, so it just looks like, old style game from the 1980s or what have you. And so she says, no, the last time I stayed behind safely, a large metal fellow nearly crushed my skull. And then he says, suit yourself. And then there's this like gazelle-looking, the head of his gazelle that's been stuffed and mounted on the wall. And it looks like it has some kind of camera inside of it or a sensor or something of the sorts. So you have its head was directly above Ninjak's head. And the next one is kind of like a close-up of 3/4 of the antelope's face with some eye gleaming. Shows that it's a camera, or maybe it's detected something because he walked by. And then the last frame in the bottom right-hand corner says, no. The girl exclaiming, no, the lady. And Ninjak's face looks very expressionless, while hers has an expression of surprise on it. Now, I can see that this artist likes very natural brown, orange, desert-like colors, a color palette. In fact, Ninjak and the laser and the sky are the only colors that are outside of that range, it seems. So, I don't know much about Ninjak, I'll be honest. I've never read it. I've heard the name before. I saw maybe some covers of it a long time ago. Me, whenever I was a kid and collected comics, I basically collected X-Men, some DC comics here and there, like maybe some Batman. Oh, hello. Thanks for the thumbs up. I haven't done any promotion for this, by the way. I'm just doing this on a whim. All right, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I just basically collected X-Men comic books, some DC, like maybe Batman. I liked this one comic series called Oriental Heroes. I think it was done by a guy from Taiwan. I really liked the cover art. And what else did I collect? Just a lot of the X series, Spider-Man, Punisher. I like Punisher. Who else was I into? I collected all of the Infinity Quest. Now that, back in the days, was my favorite storyline, was the Infinity Quest. I have like the Infinity Gauntlet graphic novels and Adam Warlock ones, and a lot of the comic books that took place after the Infinity Quest was over. And those would be the majority of my collection. I did grab like a few random ones here and there that I saw. I like Fantastic Fours, Avengers. Trying to think of what else I have. Mostly Marvel stuff, and a few randoms here and there. So, with that in mind, I'm going to spend maybe the next 2.5 hours trying to throw something together here. It's going to be very, very rough and very, what should we call it? Probably a lot of gestural looking drawings. It's not going to be really smooth and tight, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to dissect this while I go through it. So I think one thing that the artist is avoiding here is getting a look at expressions of people's faces. The only time that happens is the last one. And I thought it might be exciting to kind of close in onto their faces. Hey, yeah, man. Brightest thing, how's it going, man? I'm not really promoting the stream. I'm just doing a YouTube video, and if people happen to find it, pop by, that's fine. I'm having a go at the Ninjak page. I don't know. Az has been talking about it on his stream, and Gary as well. And Az had kind of thrown out the challenge of doing it. I was like, okay, I'll take a couple of hours and try it out. I'm not expecting anything, but just practice trying to take something and improve on it. So that mind, I'm going to go ahead and get started out here, dissecting it and drawing at the same time. So I figured maybe in the, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different frames here. And again, I'm not an experienced comic book artist, so I'm doing this as practice, and I'm not expecting anything at all. So let's think about this. Maybe we can have like a close-up of the two here. So yeah, if we have like a start, actually I'm gonna break it out like this. All right. So yeah, maybe Ninjek's right here, and she's right behind him. Right. Okay. And there's some trees up here. I don't want this to be too big. I don't think this is too important. But maybe she's kind of slightly behind him, and he's like looking down. I don't know where the speech bubbles or anything are coming in at, so this is just going to be very, very rough. Again, I'm a real novice when it comes to this kind of stuff. I don't even know what the character of the woman's name is, but it looks like there is some kind of like Italian villa or something of the sorts. But I'm going to have him like speaking right here to her, maybe shoulders hunched down, and kind of like an ominous voice. Colin not radioing back. Yeah, let's save some room for that up here. Maybe we can put like a diagonal line here. And this breaks in. And then here we've got this section here. This, however, is a bad sign. You might want to wait here. Okay, so that's what the bad sign is then. The door is already broken down. That's why. Okay, see, that's difficult to understand by that second frame because you can't tell that the door is actually broken down already. So let's make it to where his head's like looking on here, and you can see the front, and maybe the door has been broken down here. So this is Ninjak's head, and we're looking from behind them at the door, and maybe we'll have some dynamicism to it, like we're looking at the door, but it's like kind of at an angle. So we see that the door has just been broken down completely. It's not even on its hinges anymore. I don't know where it's fallen, but we'll just, it's fallen and it can't get up. So maybe it's here to the side. Right? Maybe there's like a crack in it or something like that. Who knows? All right, so Ninjak's there. And he's saying, this, however, is a bad sign. You might want to wait out here. Maybe he says that. I don't know. He says it over here. And we're going to connect these two over here. Lurking at work there, brightest day. You doing all right? Looking forward to the stream on Sunday night, your time, Monday night. Thanks for making that change to the time as well. That'll be perfect. So this is just kind of what I'm doing right here. These are real quick sketches. I wish I could adjust the brightness, but I need to have it like at an angle or GoPro or something like that. Maybe someday when I get more professional. So I'm just like coming with this really quick gestural kind of layout. So let's make this a little bit bigger. No, I don't know about that size would be good. So that's Ninjak's head right there. Maybe you can see his shoulders a little bit. I don't know. Or maybe the door is still kind of like on the hinges. Yeah, that could work like that right there. All right, and then So now we've got those two done. Let's see what we can do next. So now they've walked inside, and she's saying, "No, the last time I stayed behind safely, a large metal fellow nearly crushed my skull," which is kind of a funny line there. Suit yourself. So now they're inside, but I'm going to be looking. I want to do this from looking inside the room at them. So maybe here we can have. I'll just keep this long frame right here because it looks like we've separated it into 3 down below, which, right. So let's go ahead and we'll have like another kind of close up. I guess just this is like a real quick one. All right, here we go. So she's saying, again, she's right here. And she's saying, "No, the last time, blah, 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 blah," right here. And he says, we're going to have like a close-up of his eyes, even though that is down there happening again. So let's try to make it a little bit more dynamic. Yeah. So he says, "Suit yourself," right here. Suit yourself. That's happening right here. Again, very basic. And then the last one, there's 3 frames. One of him walking past this gazelle-looking thing, close up of its eye, and then something says no. So it's kind of like transitioning really quick. But how about the next one? Instead of being assigned a picture of the gazelle, let's look at it from inside of the robot. So now Ninjak, I'm going to make it looking above bird's eye view of Ninjak walking by, but it's going to be kind of like a digital looking shot. So maybe it's Ninjak right here walking by, and maybe there's some numbers or some kind of digital aspects that makes it look like he's being recorded, or it's a sensor of the sort. If there's a button, and then he's going to be walking by here. And then Jack, there you go. And then the next one is going to be, and now here I can actually I'm going to do this. No. Okay. How about, yeah, we'll do that. We'll make this a circle, actually. Make that a circle. Yeah, that'd be cool. And then the next one is of, all right. Yeah, the next one's going to be the antelope looking thing. Oh, that's supposed to be a deer or antelope? I guess it's supposed to be a deer. And again, let's try to look at it. I don't understand what's going on. It looks like it's got 4 ears, but I know it should only have 2 ears. But okay, and that's happening there. So basically, the two of them walking towards the house with this kind of triangle and spintlet. They're talking about not calling in. And then they're looking at the door and it's broken down. I could probably lift that up a little bit and then bring Ninjak up here a little bit like this. Again, just spitballing here and acting like I'm talking how I would be with a person who was maybe the client, the writer. Maybe there's like some dark shadows here inside the house. In the room, you could see in the hallway. You could use some perspective here to kind of give it some dynamic qualities to it. And then here, there's another close-up. And then in the last one, I don't even know if I want to show their faces in the last one. So we have the antelope looking down here. Maybe the last one's a silhouette. Yeah, let's do that. The last one's a silhouette of them in a room. But they're kind of surprised. And she says no. And maybe he's surprised. All right. So yeah, I think I got the gist down here. And I could put this antelope right here. Instead of having it in this frame down here, I'll have it right here and kind of like silhouetted. So you'll know that it's in the room, and you can connect that later. Cool. All right. So this is a basic sketch, really basic sketch of what I want it to look like. And again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, just a couple of hours. I don't even know if I'm going to do like a detailed drawing. I think I'm just going to go straight in there with a pen. Fuck it. Okay, I wish I had something where you can see things a little bit better. Oh well. All right, now I'll turn it like this. So I need a GoPro. Oh well. Okay. Let's see. Can you believe Gary and Az both got kicked off as permanently, man? Twitter, dude. You guys. Ridiculous. Oh. Thanks for posting that, brightest day. I see that you've put that on Twitter. All right, let me get started on this. Here we go. Okay, let's go with the 5 here. How's this working? That'll work. All right, I'm going to be making up my character's look as I go along as well, because I don't even know what this is going to be like. Let me get back to this page. Okay, here we go. I don't know what Ninjak looks like. I'm just going to make up a character, Ninjak. So this. All right. And this is just, I'm doing this without any, this is like what a storyboard I would present to a client, I guess. The markers are all dying on me. Which means I gotta go buy some new ones. Oh, that's great. Take a mistake and make it a happy one. Yeah, I can make this grayscale. Go back in with it. Yeah, maybe. Oh, cool. This is starting to work. I need to get some of this ink out of here. The heck? Maybe she's got her hand on his shoulder like, hey, man, we need to stop here. Yeah. Should we go back in here with these guys? Don't. Well, thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. I don't. Please do not expect anything of quality or substance to come from this tonight. I'm just trying my hand at something and just messing around. I'm going in this with the pure intention of falling completely flat on my face. All right, here we go. So she's going to be like this. What's she like? Okay, so she's got this. I said before, this is going to be like really gestural. I'm not going to get really detailed in it. In fact, I need to loosen up. Still too tight. And let's go ahead and see what we got here. 8. Oh, there we go. Shit. Markers are all dying. Aha. These two should work. So anybody out there watching, appreciate you dropping by. I'm not really doing anything of any substantial merit tonight. I'm just trying to mess around with this whole like Ninjak thing. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, man. Let's see. Can you call me tiled? Unend. Tiled. Okay. Yeah, this comic challenge is just like that Ninjak page that Az and Gary and a whole bunch of people have been talking about. So I'm just messing around with it real quick, trying to take a couple hours and come up with a really generic looking comic book page and see what I can do. I don't know. It's not like I'm not doing this to get any kind of like clout or anything. I'm just doing it as a challenge. Just to see tilde or tilde. Okay, cool. Thanks for that, man. Yeah, so that's why I wasn't really putting this. Yeah. Friday night. Oh, was it a Friday night show? I guess it is then. I don't know. I'm not expecting to. I just had a little bit of time today. Today's been like, this week has just been freaking busy as anything. So I thought I would just take out a couple of hours and try my hand at this. Yeah, I'm just kind of. That's all I'm going to dedicate to it. It's like a couple hours. See what I can come up with. It's most likely going to look like shit, but I don't care. Let's come up with something. All right, let's see. You been doing all right today? Tilde? Yeah. Let's do. Oh, appreciate it, man. Again, I apologize for the content. It's nothing much of. It's just like really quick, just sketches here, and we'll see what happens with it. I don't have any expectations whatsoever, but just messing around. Oh shoot, let me go back to that page. All right. And this is all just freehand. I'm going to do all the lettering and everything just freehand as well. Hanging out. What time is it over there? It's afternoon. You got a. That's right. It's gonna be Friday day. Yeah. I'm just doing this on an impulse. I don't really. Oh, cool. Hey man, I'm gonna send you an email today. I'm gonna get to it. We're heading back to the States in August 1st, and we've had to get together so much paperwork, and because of the Corona crap, and our daughter's passport expired, so we have to drive about 4 hours away, and we have to get all these kind of paperwork that shows that she was born in Japan, that she has a social security number, this and that, and this and that. It's just been hectic as hell. So now that tomorrow is the Saturday, we can't really do any of that stuff. So we're gonna do this tonight, and then tomorrow I've got time to work on a lot of personal stuff. Oh, that's chatty. Whoops. See, I've already made a mistake. Oh well. Yeah, man, it's not fun. But all you can do is roll the punches. Roll with the punches. Look at this amazing lettering. So good. All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to put some trees and stuff in the background. Looks like I'm going to show that they're in like this kind of villa. Yeah. What I don't understand what's happening is it could be something technical on my end, but I recorded the whole stream, and this has happened twice, and I need to do my research about what's going on. It's probably something with my USB connection here, but my video looks perfectly fine when I'm streaming it. But when it gets uploaded to YouTube and I watch it, it's really, really, really grainy. And I tried to mess around with like the settings, the video settings on YouTube, like make it HD, but that didn't work. And it's happened twice. So I think it might be something that happens like midstream, like maybe something is loose in a USB connection or what have you. But yeah, it's unfortunate on that stream. Everything was really grainy. And that last piece I did was probably one of my favorite pieces ever. But at least the final piece is there to look at. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. So he's. Let me do this real quick. It could be, I guess. I don't know. I'm not an expert on streaming either. I just thought I turned it on and I checked all the settings beforehand and it looked like it was fine. And the last time I did it, it was fine for the first half of the video and then the second half. So I'm assuming it's happening on like physically over here where maybe I have like a funky USB cord. You know how things are like when you hit a cable and like, you know, they're not always stable. So I don't know. So what I did was I did an experimental stream for this, and I recorded it normally, checked it in YouTube, and played it back. It was fine. So I don't know. Those kind of things happen to me though, man. Like, as a, it's just like anything that can kind of go wrong electronically will definitely. All right, let's show that this door has been knocked down. How do we want to look at this? Yeah. My headphone ones is headphone ones are where the cord is, and then it seems like my USB one's a bit funky as well. At least the. All right, let's see what we have here. So here's keeping our fingers crossed that this actually works out. I need to go a little bit more. I'm being too detailed before I need to keep the real basics first. Mine is 5. About ready to turn 6. A very cute age. Yeah. Yep, it happens. Wait until they get a little bit older. Person comes just busting out. Yeah. Trying to decide who she's more like right now, her mom or her dad. I think she's got a little bit mixture of both. Starting to get warmed up here. At first, it's just like way too tight with this stuff, and then it's showing. Oh well. Yeah, exactly. Best of both worlds. That's the hope I think that most parents have. Whether or not that's how it works out, we'll see. Let's put this antelope in here. I forgot to ask you, Tilde, where you said you were you used to work at a casino? Is that correct? No, wait a second. I might be getting you mixed up with somebody. What do you do right now? Yeah, okay, good. Just making sure. And do you live in the Vegas area? So, oh, that's right, the Chicago area. Yeah. I believe my brother used to live up near Chicago, and we went to well, my younger we went to a casino when we were up there. Yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. What was I doing? Mainly poker. Yeah, I play poker with my friends a lot. Texas Hold'em mainly. Actually, only Texas Hold'em. But I am not used to playing like poker or doing any kind of gambling with people I don't know. I'm cool with like just like hanging out with my friends and doing it, but when it comes to other people, I get all. I've only done that once. And it was pretty nerve wracking. I'm trying to go in here with some color. Actually, we'll do it all in black and white too. Or something with color. Let's have this one where they're facing off, looking at each other. So this is what I got here so far. It's just like really quick. Yeah, it's a shame you couldn't make it out to Vegas for the meetup. We could sit down and talk in person. That'd be great. But email and video chats and stuff will have to suffice. The other guy couldn't go. I think he's supposed to. Oh, the other guy could go. Okay, my bad. Like I'm I'm doing all these late streams really late at night, these live streams, and my brain is just fried after I'm done. I apologize. Yeah, man, if you can make it out, that'd be great. We could meet up somewhere and shoot. Yeah, discuss the whole project or what have you. Yeah, I don't, especially with all the flight prices going up, like just skyrocketing. And taking a family of 3 back to the States costs literally price of a car, buying a car, a used car, mind you. But it's just ridiculous. And I don't know at what time that'll be going back to normal again. Yeah. Like I was looking at a news report. It said like the price of international flights had gone up by almost 25%, and yeah, like before, whenever I first traveled to and back from Japan, it would cost me about $1,200 to travel round trip from Tokyo to North Carolina to Raleigh. Next time I'm flying into Memphis, but to travel from Tokyo to Memphis cost, I think the round trip is going around. What was the price that we got it for? Uh, I think it's going for around 2,000 some odd dollars. $2,000. Ouch. But I have a really good feeling about this trip, and I'm kind of rolling with my intuition. So that's why I'm taking. I'm killing like three birds with one stone, kind of in this situation too. It's not just for me that this doing this trip, but we got other intentions as well. So this is what I've got going so far. This is a very quick sketch up, and the top figures are very tight, way too tight because I wasn't warmed up or what have you. But I don't know. It's kind of fun working on. Yeah, dude, this is really like really extremely loose. But I'm just trying to think of like how to make this very simple dialogue and this very simple layout more dynamic. And if I'm not working with any kind of reference photos, nothing of that sort. So it's just from the top of my head, and it's about 12:30 at night. So I'm fighting sleep, fighting everything, but still trying to persevere. So I got one more frame down here that I'm going to really work with that expression. Because I don't have like what I've been trying to skip, what I've been trying to avoid doing is in this one layout having like the same, you know, vantage point of the two characters interacting with each other, like different angles, uh, and yeah. So this last one, I think I'm going to do the close up of the two of them going like no. He doesn't look surprised at all. I don't know why. I would have she's saying no, then he should be surprised as well, right? I don't know. So I don't know much about these characters at all. In fact, I don't know anything about these characters. I'm just going from this one page. So I don't know. Should I have both of them in the frame? Or just her, like kind of like right here? Yeah, let's just do this. All right. I got all my. I'm really not happy with this top one right here, but I think I might work into it. Might go in there with some just to whiten some things up. And all right. Mark Curley. I'm really bad with names, so let me check this stuff real quick. Okay, yeah, I've seen some of these eye drawings before. Yeah. This is more of an anime style, isn't it? Oh, this is definitely like a popular kind of approach to the character now. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's because I live in Japan. I see this all over the place. I'm not a huge fan of anime style unless it's like I like really too like I don't know if you've ever seen the anime called Memories. It's called Memories. What's the name of the artist? Darn it, he's the guy who did Akira. I really like that kind of style. The most experimental color I've ever made. I've seen these videos before. I know I've seen these videos before. I think it's because I was teaching kids how to do eyes. Like he's got some really nice detailed work here. And these are huge. Definitely talented. Yeah. He's definitely got his style down. It's kind of let me see here. Videos. Yeah. Where's this guy at? 3.6 million subscribers. Jeez. Yeah, that's why I've seen these videos before. Oh yeah. I've seen some of these videos before, definitely. I mean, it seems like he's got like a very like a large array of styles and kind of darn it, approaches to his stylized figures and what have you. Darn it. See, now my headphone cord is messing up. Oh, darn it. There we go. Yeah, I really haven't looked too much into his stuff, but just from a glance, it looks like he's talented. Obviously, he's talented. Yeah, doing anime over here, man, I would never want to get into that world. Like, I've watched documentaries on anime artists or manga artists as well, and it's ridiculously, like, not only is it challenging and almost impossible to get into it, like, man, you're worked to the bone. But hey, man, it's not for everybody, and if it kind of weeds out the weak ones and it leaves the strong behind, I guess that's what you got to do. But I think that's another reason why manga is so popular and anime is so popular now, is because they do weed out the people who just can't take it, and only. But that's how it is with a lot of aspects of Japanese life, like not just with anime and manga, many things as well. Like, man, even like working at McDonald's is a huge. If you work there, you're going to do it seriously, and you're going to do it to the best of your ability, and you're going to treat it like it's the best job in the world. So it's very understandable how competitive things can get. But no, I've never tried to draw anime here. I've never really been interested in doing that. But yeah. Yeah. But it is funny, like, I think that there is an aspect of that kind of style that has crept into my own work as well. You know. Especially when I'm not working from reference photos. It kind of pops into there. I'm sure he would look at my stuff and tear it apart. Yeah, like, I wonder if you're talking about referring to like foreigners trying to do anime in Japan. Because I think it would be very difficult just to get your foot in the door. I'm trying to do some of this here. All right, so this is what I got here so far. Just gonna add a little bit of color. I'm not really excited about this outcome, but oh well, I tried. Yes. Right now, yeah. So I mix like I've got a very limited palette: blue, iron black, yellow orange, azo, a red. I can't even read what it is. I do have a green, but as you can tell, I very seldomly use it. I do have burnt umber and white. This is what I have. This is the set that I have right now that I'm experimenting with. And then I'm going to add a magenta. And I don't want to get too many things in my palette. I want to keep it kind of nice and simple. It's just a preference. And what I like to do is, I don't know what color this guy is. Probably should go in there with that. Now, when I teach at my nursery school, I do a lot in basically primary colors as well. Yeah, primaries with, sometimes adding in some black and white at the nursery schools. In my own work, a lot of times, I like to use with a very, very limited palette. But I'm always open up for expanding. Who knows? If needs be. So this Mark Crilly guy, he teaches writing as well, not just art. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's something I would like to try myself, but I'm just not as talented with the written word as I am with drawing and stuff. So uh, I've been on the lookout for people who would want to have their stories illustrated, which is what this these live streams are great at, and like going on other people's live streams, interacting through YouTube and Twitter. You know, it's allowed people to be able to create their own stuff and have to skip that kind of middleman thing. But yeah, I'm really interested in reading what your story's going to be about. Again, I will get to that email tonight. And my eyes are starting to cross right now. I'm getting tired. I've actually got an art class tomorrow morning with some kids. Didn't I just put out some green? Oh, there it is. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Blue. here. All right, so this is real quick. I've got to do a couple more things to this, but just a real quick thing. Well, yeah, maybe. All right. I think I'm done with this tonight. What is it, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to stop for that tonight. It's almost been 3 hours, and this is extremely rough. But this is what I got for my first attempt. You see, they're up here talking about calling a backup, or no, calling him. Can't get a hold of him. Sees the broken door. Says this could be a problem. He says it's probably good if you stay behind. She says, no, not going to. Suit yourself. And this is where that antelope thing has got like a sensor and it's looking at him. And they're looking into a room and saying no. There you go. Well, that was my attempt. I think it was a poor one. I'm not really happy with my outcome, but there are some places I do like, and some places that I'm not very happy with. But oh well, I tried, and yeah. Hope to see you all over there at Friday Night Tights tomorrow, and be on the lookout for other videos where I'm trying something that's a little bit more successful. But hey, you gotta fall on your face, get back up, and try again. Persevere. Good night to all of you, and take care.